Welcome to the Purple Elephant Show. I am your host, KC Phoenix, and we're talking about the China Wuhan virus. And one thing that I've noticed is that people call it COVID 19 or coronavirus. Me personally, the reason I call it the China Wuhan virus is because I feel China needs to own it. Now, when this first started, I would joke about the situation because saying coronavirus, I would tell people, hey, don't drink Coronas. Then, as time went on, and I found out, as I mentioned in one of my previous episodes, China, United States, and Revolution, you should check that episode out. It's kind of long, but I had a lot to get off my chest that day. But what I mentioned in that episode, and I'm mentioning it again now, is that China made the decision to suspend flights from Wuhan to other areas of China. So Wuhan, if you were in Wuhan and you wanted to fly to Beijing or Hong Kong or Shanghai or wherever in China, you couldn't do it. China suspended flights internally. But if you were in Wuhan and you wanted to fly outside of China to Italy, to Spain, to the United States, to France, to Japan, to wherever, China was totally fine with that. And that's where I had an issue. That is where I fell out with China. Marketing plays a role in a lot of things. Marketing, PR, advertising is all within the same family. I call it the China Wuhan virus because they have to own this. They have to be accountable. Calling it COVID 19 or coronavirus or just COVID, it's not holding China accountable. Yes, I'd probably say 90% of the world's population or 95% of the world's population knows the virus came from China, but that's not good enough. China's been launching a large disinformation campaign. They've been hiring people. I think they asked Jackie Chan to do something for them. I briefly saw it where he was saying something to the effect of, we're all in this together. I guess we wouldn't be in this together if China would have kept the virus in China, or at least most of the virus in China. And my other thing is that I feel not calling them out sort of gives them a pass. Now, luckily, I'm not president, because if I was president, I would have done an executive order, and I would have said all communications coming from the executive branch, internally and externally, will not refer to it as the coronavirus or COVID 19. All communications will refer to it as the China Wuhan virus. And I sign it, I go on television, I do a huge campaign, and I call it a day. Because marketing makes a difference. It's almost like when President Trump was on the campaign trail and he would give people names, just like with Jeb Bush. He would say low energy Jeb, and he'd always call him that. And eventually it stuck because Jeb Bush was low energy. Everybody knows that. I don't care what side you're on. Same thing with little Marco. Marco Rubio, he's not that tall. So he called him little Marco. With Lion Ted, Ted Cruz told a lot of lies on the campaign trail during the run for the presidency. And President Trump just called him Lion Ted. So, and President Trump would call these people those names over and over and over again. And in your head, when you see those people, it's like, oh, low energy Jeff. Oh, little Marco. Oh, Lion Ted. It stuck. That's how I feel about the China Wuhan virus. I feel that people need to call it that over and over and over again so it will stick. And so China does not get a pass, no matter how much disinformation they try to put out there to put themselves in a good light. when they know they intentionally sent this virus to all parts of the world. So that is why I personally do not call it COVID-19 or the coronavirus anymore. I call it the China Wuhan virus because that's what it is. All right, that's all I got. I'm doing some really short episodes today, and I'm happy too because I don't like doing long episodes. I mentioned this before in one of my episodes. I have a short attention span, and it takes me probably about 15 to 20 minutes for my eyes to start glazing over with stuff sometimes because I'm just like, okay, nope, nope, nope. This one I did good. I came in under actually 10 minutes, so we're moving right on along. As I said before on previous episodes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's a really, really huge help. Also, if you have an opinion about it, which I'm sure somebody has an opinion about my thoughts on calling it the China Wuhan virus. And also, let me make this very clear. I'm not calling out Chinese people. I'm calling out the government of China. I have no issue with Chinese people. I don't have an issue with anybody, quiet as it's kept, because I mind my business. So, but with the government of China, they need to be called out. That's how I feel about that. If you have an opinion on this, please throw it in the comment section. I might even reply. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow on Twitter at RealTPES, Instagram. What is my Instagram account? I think the Purple Elephant Show. All of it should be in the details section. And I really appreciate you for taking the time to listen or to watch the show. Be blessed.